Greetings. Yesterday's video I talked about blog commenting and what to do when certain people are leaving comments on your blog and you're wondering if they're kind of dodgy. Well, today I'm not necessarily talking about blogging, but I'm talking about social media and blogging and ways that if you're doing this or someone else is doing this, you might be able to tell if they're fake or not. Because let's face the fact here, there are a lot of fakes out there. Blogging, for instance. When you get a lot of spam email, a lot of it is fake. It's not anyone actually sitting there typing something. It's basically fake. It's some software that someone is using to put stuff out there. It happens on Facebook. It happens on Twitter. It actually happens on LinkedIn as well. It can happen almost anywhere. Regular mail, or not regular mail, but regular email. The same thing happens, where you get bombarded by those Nigerian scams. Actually, I don't think they're all from Nigeria anymore, but they're still scams. No, it's not anyone sitting down sending out all those things. It's happening through software and it's fake. So, I'm going to give 7 ways to make a determination that something is fake, or 7 things that may make other people think that you're fake. Here's the first one. Image. If you don't have a proper image on your email, or maybe not email, but if you're blogging or if you're on Twitter or LinkedIn or Facebook, if you don't have a proper image, people are going to think you're fake. One of my things that really irks me is when I see on LinkedIn, more than any other site, that someone doesn't have a proper image. Now, if they have their business logo, that's one thing. But if they have an image that's just nondescript, for instance, maybe it's a sunrise or a sunset, or maybe it's a golf course, something just really stupid, well, then I'm going to think you're fake, because LinkedIn is supposed to be for business, and if you're putting up fake pictures, unless you're a photographer, then I'm going to think you're fake. And if you get certain things on blogs, for instance, one of those things that's a real tell is if the picture that someone puts up may be a picture of a person, but the name is not a match. For instance, you put a picture of a lady up there, but your name is Dave. Or you put a picture of a man up there and your name is Nancy. You know what? I'm going to think you're fake. That's just me. Number 2, email addresses. I already talked about the name thing, but let's look at email addresses. If you're representing a business, but you're using a Gmail account, and I don't know you, I'm thinking that's fake. If you have a business and you're doing that, you know nothing about branding. Don't use a Gmail account if you actually have a business online. Even if you don't have a business online, go buy something that, and I'm not really sure how the services work, but there are services where you can actually get an extension to your email that matches the name of your business. That's branding. That's what you should be doing if you're a professional. Or, for instance, I'm just sharing, I don't necessarily use that for professional work, but that's the name of my blog. So when I send out an email or I'm responding to a comment, you're going to get it from I'm Just Sharing, because that's the name of the blog. So Gmail, if you have the pictures are messed up, the male-female thing that I mentioned earlier, that's not going to look good. If you're sending something from Outlook or Yahoo, it's a little dodgy too, but it's not as dodgy as Gmail, because Gmail email addresses are basically throwaway. There are people who have 20 to 100 of those things. It always makes me wonder. Also, if you are representing a business and in the title of your name, it mentions a different business, even if it's Gmail or not, I'm going to think that's fake. And I'm going to send it to spam, or I'm just going to reject it. You have to really make yourself look more professional. For you folks who are actually being paid to go leave comments elsewhere, your comments don't end up on my blogs because you look fake. You just do. If someone really wants to pay you, have them give you an email address with the domain name of the website that they have, temporarily, but still have them put that on there, and then at least you have a possibility of looking legitimate. Number 3, business name without a person's name. I have a gripe on LinkedIn and on Twitter, where people have their business name, but nowhere can you find a real name of anybody. On Twitter, I follow no business accounts if I don't know who they are. So I think I'm following 3. And they're all local, because I know the people who are running those businesses. And on 2 of those businesses, the folks have their name somewhere on their Twitter profile. So at least everyone else will know they're real. But that's a gripe of mine. So I get followed by a lot of businesses, and some of them are within my own industry. And if you go to the profile, sometimes they have a link to their website. And if I think I'm interested, I may click on it and go check it out. I probably still won't subscribe, but I may go and check it out. And if they have a blog and I like the conversation or whatever, the topics that they write about, the subject matter, then I will add it to my feed reader. But if I find nothing, then I'm not subscribing. I just don't understand why businesses, maybe if you're a large business, I can understand it. But if you're not like super large, put your name somewhere on your business. Once again, it's about branding, and it's about looking real and looking like you're ready to communicate with people. If there's no name anywhere, I don't trust you, and I'm not subscribing. Number 4, no real information about you. Well, this is more for LinkedIn than anywhere else, although Twitter is the same way. If you go to LinkedIn and someone has something on there where they just say, I'm a consultant. That's it. Nothing else. They may tell you they've been a consultant for 5 or 6 years, but they're not telling you what they do. What is that? Why did you even bother going on LinkedIn? The same on Twitter. I always think it's a bot if I go to Twitter and I check out a profile and there's nothing there except the date you joined. Really? Why are you even around? I just think that's idiocy. So, do I trust you? No. Am I going to connect with you? No. Will you stay connected with me? Probably not, but you know what? I don't care because I don't think you're real. I think you're a bot. Number 5, saying goofy things. Oh my goodness. This didn't used to happen on LinkedIn, but it does now. Where you have a conversation going on and then someone says something, has nothing to do with the topic. It might be insulting somebody, or it may just be something really stupid. That happens on Twitter all the time also. Now, Twitter's gotten better of catching those accounts really quickly and bouncing them off because they know they're bots and they're fake. LinkedIn ain't learned that lesson yet. So what you have to do is you either decide you're going to engage that person, or you just go in and block them, or you report them to LinkedIn. And I think this may be fake. But what is the point? Why would you do that in the first place? I know that in general, I hate to say this, in general, most people are lazy. They'll just see those things and think, well, maybe they just want to hide or whatever. No. If you're on LinkedIn, it's supposed to be for business, even though they're trying to be Facebook in their own way, but it's still supposed to be for business. Facebook is almost the same thing, and I say almost because if you have your privacy set up properly, then you're not going to get junk messages on your posts or responses from anyone because they're not going to see it. You're just wasting everyone's time. I don't know if Facebook actually has bots like they do on Twitter and on LinkedIn, but if they do, that's how you tell it's fake, or that's how you look fake. Number 6. And this is more for LinkedIn than anywhere else. If all you do is share stuff all the time, but you never put out anything original and you never talk to anybody, I think you're fake. And oh my goodness, there were some accounts that I saw a couple weeks ago when I was looking at this where they had like 300, 400,000 tweets, and all of them were retweets. But there's an area on there, if you go to the website, where it says tweets and replies, and you see that all they do is retweet. They didn't send out anything original. They haven't talked to anybody. It's just all retweets. You're a bot. Now, if you have like 300 of those, and then there's one thing out there, most people aren't going to be able to find that one thing unless they happen to be on the day that they go to look at your profile. You're going to look fake. So please don't do that. And here's the last one. Following too many people, and it's not reciprocal. I see this on LinkedIn and I see it on Twitter. I don't see it on Facebook as much because I don't really go checking Facebook all that much. But if you're following 25,000 people and you're being followed by 12, you're probably a bot, or you probably look fake. Just don't do that. If that's really you who's doing it, and you're just there because you just want to see stuff, and you have subscribed to all these people, but you really don't have anything to say, you know what? Lurking on Twitter is not good. Yeah, I know it's not necessarily for business, and maybe all you want to do is just see what people are saying and make up your own mind, or maybe you're just curious and you don't have anything else to do and you just want to waste your time. But if you're doing that on Twitter and on LinkedIn, you look fake. I can't understand, once again, LinkedIn is supposed to be for business. Why do people do that? And you see the thing where it talks about how many connections they have. So yeah, that may look good, but it turns out that you can be following people without connecting with them, because I'm connected to just over 1,000 people, but I got something like 1,600 people who are following me. I don't fully understand that unless I was a celebrity, because celebrities are a different animal entirely. But that's my thought. Now, that's 7. That's quick. I could have added another 10 or 15, but we ain't got that kind of time. So, have you guys seen things like this? I'm going to ask you, are you doing stuff like this? You're probably not if you're watching me, but you've probably seen it. What else have you seen that you think people are doing that makes them look fake? Please share. And this is number 18 out of the 30 in a row that I'm doing. If you like this kind of thing, hit the like button. If you don't mind, please subscribe and hit the bell. You'll get notifications. I'm remembering that so far. I'm wondering if I'll remember to keep saying that after this thing is over. Anyway, my name is Mitch Mitchell. Y'all let me know what you think. Hope you have a wonderful day.